Here at the Lean Enterprise Institute, we think a lot about change. We think a lot about enterprise transformation. Every day, all day, each of us aspires to create desired change. That's what work is all about. Enterprise transformation, then, is change on the enterprise level. We've learned a lot over the years, and we have learned that effective enterprise transformation requires change, innovative improvement on 5 dimensions. That is a bold assertion. Not 4, not 6, but 5 dimensions. And lean thinking has a point of view about each of those 5 dimensions. We're not going to go deeply into what those points of view are right now. What we will do is explore the essential matter of how to think about enterprise change through the illustration of a house. The metaphor of a house has been around lean thinking for a long time, so we'll use that for convenience. Let's start with the roof to explore it. Any good house has to have a roof to protect us from the rain, sleet, and maybe excessive sunshine, if there could be such a thing. At the top of this house, we're going to have our objectives, our goals, our aspirations. In other words, we're going to be asking a question, which is, what is our value-driven purpose? Why are we here as a company, as an enterprise? It may be that we think we're here just to generate money. That would take us down a certain path, in which case I may care less about value and may care just about profit. Lean thinking drives us to think about what value are we creating for customers, for society, for employees. What is our value-driven purpose? Since it starts with a question like that, that means our approach to effective transformation is going to be situational. It's a situational approach determined by first asking the question, what is our value-driven purpose? And more specifically, each individual in your organization needs to be able to ask and answer, what problem am I here to solve? What problems are we each trying to solve? The next question to ask is, what is the work to be done? What is the work? Any house has to have walls, or we could say pillars, to hold up the roof. This first pillar represents the work to be done. We can call it process. What is the process by which we're going to accomplish our purpose? If our purpose is to create videos, then we have to know how to get a video camera, then set it up so that we have the proper lights so we can actually get the work done. Then, as we gain experience, we'll doubtless find that there are problems in the work, that the work needs to be improved. So we need some means by which we go about process improvement, improving the work to be done. Always starting with the work. What is the work to be done? So now that I've identified the work that's going to solve the problem, to deliver the value that we're here to provide, that's the first pillar to hold up the roof. The roof is not going to be held up with only one pillar. We have to have another. And we're going to call this one capability. This pillar is understood by asking the question, what capabilities do we need to do the work, to solve the problem, to fulfill our purpose? Capability building then comprises the other pillar, the second pillar. With these 2 pillars, now I have something holding up my roof, so it starts to look like a house. But any house is only a house until it's a home. It becomes a home by the behavior of the people living in it. The person is inside, not outside, so protected, comforted by the house, but also the dynamic that brings the house to life to make it into a home. There are 2 aspects to that we want to think about here. One is the management system that I can define that will support the development of building capabilities to do the work, to fulfill the purpose. Also, the behaviors, the soft skills that are required of leaders and everyone for us to be able to work effectively in this management system to build the capability to do the work to fulfill the purpose. So we need to define those soft skills, those behaviors. For example, how might I respond as a leader when one of my employees, one of my team members, has a problem or has made a mistake? Do I get angry? Do I throw things? Or do I seek to understand the reason why so I can take away the barriers that are in the way of that employee being successful? The management system, then, is something I can define just as I define a mechanical device. Let's say, for example, we'll meet every morning in a huddle at 8 o'clock. We'll meet again before lunch to see how the day has gone so far. We'll have weekly meetings to really assess and determine our plans for the week. We'll meet monthly to see how we're doing against our annual plan, and annually we'll develop a plan that will take our organization further towards achieving our defined purpose. This then is something that can be defined mechanically, the management system, and then the behaviors, the leader behaviors and the teamwork behaviors of everyone are those soft skills that fit in and bring this overall system to life. And one more dimension to our enterprise transformation model, and that is underneath all of this, there's a basic thinking, a mindset or underlying assumptions that inform everything we do, that inform all of our activities as we attempt to achieve our purpose. Basic thinking, and a couple of other words that I'll use interchangeably here with basic thinking, mindset or underlying assumptions. Assumptions can be of two types really, explicit assumptions that we articulate and hidden underlying assumptions that we're not aware of on a moment-to-moment basis. These are the underlying assumptions that comprise our culture, our current culture as it exists today, and our ideal culture that we aspire to. Understanding that will give us a gap to close, just as we will be able to identify gaps in other parts of our enterprise performance as we solve problems day to day. So altogether, these are things that need to be addressed, and around each of these I can ask some simple questions. What problem are we trying to solve? What purpose are we trying to achieve? What is the work to be done? How will I go about improving it? What capabilities are required and how will I grow them? What management system can I define? And what behaviors are required to build the capabilities, to do the work, to solve the problem that we're here to solve? And underneath it all is the matter of addressing what is our basic thinking. What do we currently think, for example, about cause and effect? How is that thinking currently comprised in our culture, and how does that affect the kind of culture that we want to create? These dimensions addressed lead us toward effective enterprise transformation. If we leave any of these out, we'll fail. So the lean transformation model is a situational approach because there is no perfect 10-step program to the perfect lean transformation. Each situation is unique and demands its own unique set of countermeasures. With the questions on the 5 dimensions, however, we can each map out our own transformation, one that solves our specific situational problems to achieve our own unique purpose. Good luck on your own journey.